Welcome back to the best Android apps of April 2021. As usual, I have a wallpaper source to beautify that home screen, 6 useful apps that you may end up using in the long run, and 4 fun games to kill time. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. For this month's wallpaper, I stumbled across a website called wallsbyjfl.com, and it's literally a goldmine for finding beautiful backgrounds. The webpage links you to a shared Google Photos group where you'll be able to download a ton of gorgeous walls for free and in full resolution. You'll find vectors, edited photographs, AMOLED backgrounds, and gradients. Honestly, no matter what type of background you prefer, this photo album will most likely have it. Some of my favorites include this desert one with a red background since it fits in beautifully with my Frost KWGT widget. This other desert vector with a blue background making way for my giant clock widget and dock. And this yellowish orange blue gradient wall works well with any dark widgets and dark icons. If you jump back to the website, you can even find the same type of wallpapers for your desktop to download for free. If you've ever wanted to share a website but the URL is way too long, such as trying to post it on Twitter and the character limit stops you from doing so, or you're sending it to a friend and the link just looks sketchy, I recommend using Short to shorten the URL quickly and easily. You just highlight any link, tap on the 3-dot button, select shorten URL, and from a drop-down menu, you can easily copy or share the shorter URL. It'll take you to the same exact website and it does not affect the loading speed. Of course, there are other options out there such as Bitly, but the reason why I like to use this app is that it's completely free to use with no subscriptions needed. It's not that well known with less than 1,000 downloads on the Play Store, and it'll give you important stats on each shortened URL. This includes the number of clicks each one has received, how many people have visited that link each day, and the countries they come from. It's a very straightforward app and it comes in handy. Those of you who live in a household with other people who may want to look at your phone or have trust issues with your friends, partner, or parents, you can use Who Touched My Phone to see if they try to access it. Once someone types in the wrong password or uses a different fingerprint, the phone will snap a photo of them and they won't even know it. You can then find that picture within the app. In another scenario, if someone's seeing you type your password and they unlock your phone without permission, the app will still take a picture of them and tell you exactly which apps they opened and at what time. It's completely free to use and you won't find any better app that does this. Moving on, this next app is a sponsor, but trust me when I say that it's going to bring you less hassle when trying to read something on the go, and it'll even let you multitask better. The app is called Eloquence and it can convert any article, PDF, document, or email into an audio podcast so that you can listen and multitask on the go.
An article published in Android Police. We've clearly got a little bias on the subject, but Android has a long and storied history filled with its own triumphs and pitfalls.
I've used this for a while whenever I had to do a long drive, do chores around the house, or even while I exercised and my hands were busy. I just opened the article or document that I wanted to read, share it to Eloquence, and within the app it'll start to read me the words at whatever speed I'd like.
Amazon started a Twitter war because Jeff Bezos was pissed.
It's that simple. On top of that, Eloquence lets you categorize your saved articles and documents into playlists so that you can listen to them in bulk. I created one for Android news, general tech, and regular worldwide news. If you're not sure what you want to listen to, Eloquence even gives you some suggestions for popular newsletters such as The Hustle, Morning Brew, etc. And there's a Discover section to find trending stories. Eloquence gives users 23 minutes of listening per week so you can test and see how you like it. Afterward, for unlimited listening, you'll need to pay a yearly subscription of $86.99. But luckily for you, if you type in the code that you see on the screen when purchasing the yearly subscription, you'll instantly get a 50% discount, turning the price to just $43.50. Now that's a spectacular deal. So if you're wanting to listen to content instead of reading it so that you can do something else at the same time and get ahead, download Eloquence now on your iOS or Android device through the link in the description. When I first built my computer, I enjoyed using the website PC Part Picker to help me figure out if there would be any compatibility issues with my chosen build and the overall price. It worked perfectly, but I still would have preferred to use an app to provide a more fluid experience on my smartphone. That's where PC Builder comes in. It's the best alternative part picker out there. It loads everything much more quickly and it's a lot more straightforward to use. You can create your own computer build or have it automatically build one for you with your preferred specifications to get the best bang for your buck, and I love that you can even set your own budget for a more precise build. The app will let you know if you will have any compatibility issues, estimated wattage, and the total price. The only thing I don't like is that it only uses Amazon's pricing, so you can't really compare price tags with other merchants, unlike PC Part Picker can. I also wish it would allow me to include RGB strips, GPU anti-sagging brackets, and other smaller accessories to my build. Other than that, this app works amazingly. Dark mode on Android has come a long way. You can make almost every screen within your apps or system interface dark. You can have a magnificent OLED wallpaper, darken various elements within a custom launcher, darken your keyboard, and even darken your widgets with KWGT. But there is still one small aspect that always gets overlooked, and that's the icons on your home screen. Almost every icon on the Play Store is bright and colorful, and if you want a dark icon pack, a lot of them look ugly. That's until I came across Black Pi. It may cost $1.99, but it's one of the best dark icon packs that I've seen yet. They're honestly a darker version of the stock Google icons. It supports over 2,500 icons, and even if they don't support some of your non-popular apps, it'll still darken the background so that they fit in well with the overall theme. I'm going to be truthful with you guys. In the past, I've gotten some anxiety attacks just because of all the stress that I received from school, and other times I just can't seem to focus on what I'm working on because I have a ton of other things on my mind. But I recently started to use a new meditation app called Balance, and it helped me reduce my anxiety and stress significantly. Don't worry, they didn't pay me to say this or didn't even sponsor this video. I just saw that they were the top rated app on iOS and that it got ported to Android this past week, so I gave it a shot and it actually worked really well. When you first open it up, it'll try to figure out why you want to meditate and what you're looking to accomplish by using Balance, whether it be to lower anxiety, help you focus better, face a specific fear, try to get better sleep, etc. The app will adapt to your current circumstances and create a daily meditation plan to help you improve your inner self.
Hello and welcome to today's meditation. I'm glad you're feeling comfortable with breath focus. It's such a powerful skill.
Honestly, each meditation session only takes 3 to 10 minutes long to complete, so you don't have to sit there and feel like you're wasting time. The only thing to keep in mind is that the app does have a subscription, but luckily they're letting everyone get a free 1-year trial. After the trial ends, you'll have to pay $70 per year, which can be a lot, but I think at that point, you'll most likely know if you want to use the app or not. Don't you hate it when you're watching a TV show and then someone in your household decides to vacuum or make themselves a smoothie, making it really hard to hear the TV? Or maybe you're at a bar or restaurant. Well, maybe not now with the pandemic, but in the future, and you're trying to watch the game with commentary, but everyone around you is too loud. Well, a great solution to your problem is Tunity. You just line up the screen of the TV with the boxed-in camera. You can even zoom in to get it completely in frame. Tap on the blue button to scan the screen, and it'll try to locate the channel and stream the audio through your headphones or speakers. That way you can watch the game or movie with excellent audio quality even when there are loud distractions around you. I will say this though, it's a hit or miss situation on whether or not the app will locate the channel in the first place. It does a great job of finding and syncing up popular channels such as ESPN Sports, reality TV shows, or news channels, but it's not always going to find the channel you're watching. It's honestly a hit or miss situation. On top of that, unless you pay a subscription of $3 per month, you'll have an ad pop up every 10 minutes, which can get annoying if you're trying to watch a movie. Still, if you're in a loud room or you don't want to wake up your partner in the same room, you can put on your headphones and use Tunity to watch TV peacefully. Moving on to the games, Sad But Ded is the first one on my list, and it's fun and frustrating at the same time. It's not frustrating because it has bad controls or crappy graphics, but instead, it's sort of like a trolling game. Let me explain. So each level, you get a limited set of buttons to control your, I don't even know what that is, a white block man, and tapping each button navigates his every move. Each time you tap a control, it disappears, and if you don't make it to the end where the flag is, you'll immediately lose. So you really need to time your taps just right to make it to the end. The first few levels are pretty easy, but once you advance deeper, that's when the frustration starts. The levels get randomly weird, making the platforms invisible, or making your character 10 times bigger, or making him jump higher. You never know what you're going to deal with when reaching to the next level. That's what makes the game extremely interesting and fun. Plus, I love that the game is fast-paced, straightforward, and completely free to download, and since there are only 50 levels, you can honestly finish this game in one sitting. Star Jolt is an 80s style arcade game that is fast-paced and easy to get the hang of, but it still takes a lot of skill to advance. I like how the game makes your screen look like an old style arcade game, massive points on aesthetics for that, and the objective is to navigate your spaceship around a never-ending course while avoiding the sides, otherwise you'll crash and lose. You'll also need to collect those squarish blocks in the center to gain points for a higher score, and the game gets even tougher as you advance since it'll change camera angles and the speed of your spaceship increases. I can see how the game can get pretty repetitive, but overall I had an enjoyable time trying to beat my own personal high scores. Crashy Cats is also an auto runner, but it's got a lot more things going on to keep you intrigued within various levels. To play it, you just need to make the cat run, jump, bounce, and fly through some endless courses. As he dashes through the levels, he's destroying stuff, knocking things over, making humans fall, and even exploding things. On the way through the levels, you can join together with other cats to gain more lives, but if you run into a dog or land into a pool of water, you'll lose a life. What really caught my attention is how each stage looks so much different from the previous one, and the graphics got this 8-bit look to them. The controls are great, each round only takes a few minutes, leveling up is easy, and it's fun crashing into things just to complete the levels. It's completely free to download and has a 4.5 rating on the Play Store, so it's worth checking out. Last but not least, we have Infinity Pinball. It kind of seems like I specifically chose retro style games, and honestly I didn't plan for that. But the hell with it, I'll just say I did it anyway. So just like Star Jolt, this game will make it seem like you're playing an old 80s arcade machine, a pinball machine to be specific. You have 2 buttons off to the side to control your flippers so that you can launch the ball into action, and your objective is to get the ball to land in between the entry at the top to move on to the next stage. It's almost like you're jumping into the next board. But if you fall back into the hole at the bottom, you'll drop down to the previous level. And you'll only have 3 lives, so make sure to aim correctly. My favorite part is how every table level has its own unique spin to it so that you'll never get bored by the same looking table. And honestly, it's a great time killer whenever you're bored. Give it a shot, it'll bring back memories if you played an actual pinball machine in real life. Either way, that concludes the best Android apps of April 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed my selection, and if you did, I kindly ask that you please drop a thumbs up on this video. If you want to go above and beyond, you won't regret getting subscribed with the notification bell turned on. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram at HowToMen, I do give away some promo codes out there sometimes, and I'll talk a lot about Android products. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!